It's exciting times for our program. I think it's unbelievable what we have been able to accomplish the last 2 years. A lot of credit for the girls that wanted to be part of this and help build the foundation, the culture, but it's exciting times. I think it's nice to be the first in a lot of things, especially transitioning from Division III to Division II. And I think it's great that we're continuing to grow and getting better each year.
24-7 on the year, an 18-4 record in Lone Star Conference play. That is extremely impressive, and to get into a regional that is traditionally one of the strongest across the country in Division II women's basketball. Whenever you took over this program, what were some of the things that you felt like you needed on your roster and within your program to compete amongst the best? And what pieces and players and things were you able to add to accomplish those goals?
Luckily enough, I've had coached in Division II, but the first thing that I wanted when I took over the job is to build a strong staff. I know that that's extremely important to have a staff that had the same goals, the same agenda, and obviously the experience to help, transition and taking over a program. Then secondly, obviously, is to be able to recruit and try to bring in players that can compete at a high level. So it goes hand in hand. Each year, it's going to be about the staff and being put in place, and we're having consistent. Obviously, having a consistent in the staff is extremely important, and having consistent with a core group of girls that want to be part of this. And now I think that it got pretty rural last night once we were announced that, this is pretty cool. This is a great experience. This is why we play. And we're going to work hard to continue to be those top teams in the Lone Star and compete every year.
Before we talk about this weekend's South Central Regional Tournament, let's rewind back to last weekend at the LSC Women's Basketball Championships in Frisco, Texas. Kind of two games where the first game against West Texas A&M in the quarterfinals, it seemed like everything went your way. And then in the second game, it was kind of the complete opposite. It seems like you just couldn't get anything going. But your team competed hard all weekend. What are you going to learn from that experience in Frisco, taking it forward to this weekend's regional tournament?
All year we've been tested, even throughout, from top to bottom, in the Lone Star. But it's a whole different level now that it's in the championship. That's why they call it March Madness. And it just, what we probably need to realize is they're gonna let you play a little bit. So we have to be better prepared, better mentally prepared. That toughness wins. The thing that I didn't like against, obviously, Angelo was 21 offensive rebounds, and those things we could control that a little bit. So they're 50-50. So we need to clean that up and realize how important it is, and realize that defense is what we need to continue to put our focus in.
Well, you would take your top defense in the Lone Star Conference from this season against the top offense from the RMAC. You will be the Lone Star Conference versus RMAC matchup at this weekend's South Central Regional Tournament against Colorado School of Mines. First and foremost, do you look at it as an advantage playing somebody you haven't played all year as opposed to another just Lone Star Conference team?
It's nice to play somebody different, another top elite team. But yeah, we're excited. I mean, we're not just excited just to be in the regionals. I mean, I think we have the pieces to be able to compete and take this and make it to the Elite Eight. As long as we are hungry, we have a good week of practice and kind of enjoy the journey.
Coach, one of the things that always seems to come to fruition in these games is the team that plays the hardest and plays the smartest typically comes ahead, especially when you have two evenly matched teams. What is going to be the message to your team heading into that Friday night game, we're assuming, against Colorado School of Mines?
Just coming together and enjoying this journey, enjoying that, you're going to miss this. And just realizing that whatever's going to be in the locker room, that we can become pretty special if we come together, if we have on the same mission, and just have an understanding how cool to make it to the regional tournament and be able to compete.
Coach, best of luck this weekend. I know you'll have a lot of support here in Tyler, Texas. Congratulations to you and your program, and keep dancing as long as you can dance.
Thank you.